So here's the thing about old Matt Marauder. I'm a sucker for some fast Mexican food. Now, why is that? Because you got all the great things that a boy could want. You got your rice, that's the carb source. You got your chicken, that's the protein source. And what more could you ask for than rice and chicken at a reasonable speed at an even more reasonable price? So I frequent Chipotle a lot, and there's a few things that infuriate me about Chipotle. Now, I've made a number of videos just explaining the saga of Matt Marauder v. Chipotle. It goes back millennia. It's a long history that I have with Chipotle. Now, let me brush you up on a few things. And some of this stuff is common knowledge, and I'm just reiterating it for you guys. They don't give enough chicken when you ask for double chicken. Now, I do have a method to get around that. You say this, for example. I'll take the chicken, please. You watch the bozo scoop the chicken into the bowl, and then after they scoop that first amount and they're sliding it over to the pico de gallo section, you say, wait, one second, buddy. I want double chicken. Then they'll hook you up. Most of the time, 80% of the time, then they'll hook you up with a good ample amount of chicken with the double chicken. So that's the method. Now, it doesn't always go like that. Let me explain to you the average Chipotle experience. I walk in, I go up to the thing, I ask for a bowl, I get white rice, I get pinto beans because pinto beans are far superior than black beans and nobody can tell me shit. Then I get the chicken. I always get the chicken at Chipotle because I think it's the best protein that they have there. I don't really like the steak. I don't like the fucking pulled pork bullshit, and I don't like the fucking vegetables that they have for the bowls because I'm not a vegetarian. I'm a fucking carnivore. Now, I usually will do my method. I'll say chicken, they'll put chicken in, then I'll say double chicken. You don't say double chicken off rip because then they'll give you one scoop and then a measly second scoop that just equates to basically 1.5 chicken. And if I'm paying for double chicken with the hard-earned money that I make at my easy fine dining serving job, I want an ample amount of chicken. I'm spending my hard-earned coin. Now, granted, I'm a rich individual. Money is falling out of my ass as we speak. I have a $5 bill is halfway out of my asshole right now. So money's not a problem, but it's the principle. If I'm paying my money for something, I want it to be for the right cause. You know what I mean? So you use my method, and I never get enough chicken. Now, I've made videos about this. I've had to ask for triple chicken on multiple different occasions, and a few different things happen when you rock into a Chipotle and you ask for triple chicken. One thing that could happen is they give you the triple chicken and they charge you for it. The second thing is they just won't give you triple chicken because they'll claim they don't do that here. Yeah, bullshit, asshole. I actually, at my serving job, served the branch manager for the Northeast Chipotle branch, whatever the fuck Chipotle guy who oversees all the shit. And he said they could do triple chicken. I asked him at the table because I have beef with Chipotle. I don't go there anymore. So I went up to the guy and I was like, hey, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. This is the guy at my table. I'm like, your employees don't give enough goddamn chicken, and I'm paying my hard-earned money for it. When I ask for double chicken, I want double chicken. And he's like, yeah, we're trying to work on that. We've heard multiple complaints about this. And I'm like, well, is triple chicken a viable option that I could ask for? And he's like, brother, if you want quadruple chicken, you can ask for it. So now that I know I have the green light to ask for triple or quadruple chicken, I'm golden. I might end up going back to Chipotle because I don't mind throwing down $25 for a Chipotle bowl. It's the principle, okay? So now that we got the whole chicken situation out of the way where they don't give you enough protein, let's get to the customer service part, which is arguably more important. Now, as I've stated 100,000 times on this channel, I'm a fine dining server. So I have to, even if I'm pissed, which most of the time I am. If you watch my videos, you know a lot of my days are spent in a rage. Even if I'm pissed, if I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I don't feel like doing the shit, I have to give exceptional service. Otherwise, I'll get bad reviews and I'll get fired. That's just how it is in fine dining. It's cutthroat. You got to be up. Everything's got to be fucking perfect, okay? So I have a smile on my face regardless if I'm serving a douchebag who fucking, won't take his goddamn hat off in the respectable establishment, or, if someone's giving me shit because I took an extra 15 seconds to bread and water their table, God for fucking bid. You know what I mean? If I got to deal with a disrespectful customer, I still have a smile on my face. These fucking scoundrels at Chipotle, before I even say anything, if you hate your job so much, go get another one. Go work at Target. Go work at fucking Taco Bell. Go work at another Mexican food establishment if you're so pissed off to be a Chipotle employee. All right? No. 9 out of 10 Chipotles I go to, the employees look like they want to fucking kill me in cold blood or look like I just fucking murdered their entire bloodline. Like I'm the fucking problem for going into their establishment and purchasing a nice little chicken bowl for myself. God forbid. At the particular Chipotle near my house, it's the worst case I've ever seen. There's these two employees there that are always there when I go. And one of them is the cash register person, and the other one is the one that scoops the rice, beans, and protein. If you're unfamiliar with how a Chipotle works, they got one guy scooping rice, beans, and protein. That's like the head honcho of the establishment. Then you got the guy doing the pico, corn, sour cream, cheese, all that fucking salsa verde bullshit, you know what I mean? And the person that scoops the rice, beans, and protein at my particular Chipotle establishment looks at me like I'm the one who did the Holocaust. Okay, like I'm the one, like I'm fucking Stalin. That's how she looks at me. And I'm just a hardworking fucking, person of the United States trying to get a Chipotle bowl so that I can have my fucking voluptuous biceps bulging out of my short sleeve Nike t-shirt. I just want my quadriceps to look like fucking, I want when I have shorts on and people see my hamstrings, I want them to think that it's Christmas time because Christmas hams are at the dinner table. You know what I mean? Chipotle bowls, if you eat enough of them, eventually you're going to end up looking like fucking Jay Cutler in the 2006 Mr. Olympia. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole objective, is to eat the Chipotle and get insane mass on some Ronnie Coleman shit. That's all I want. And I say please after everything I say. I say, yeah, I'll take white rice, please. I'll take pinto beans, please. I'll take chicken, please. Actually, double chicken on my bowl, motherfucker. And, I'm so respectful with it. And you know what? I still tip because I'm in the food service industry. So I'll tip a motherfucker. If someone takes a shit on my food, I'll still tip them. That's the kind of guy I am. Sorry about it. But I still tip these people. But anyway, it's about the principle. I want to be served with a fucking smile because that's what I do. I serve with a smile, even if I don't, even if my fucking pet tarantula just died 6 hours before my shift started. That's just a hypothetical, but I'm just saying. I serve with a goddamn smile, regardless of how I'm feeling on the inside. So the customer service at Chipotle, combined with the fact that they don't give enough protein, which is the most important part, and also combined with the third reason that I can't fuck with Chipotle is because half the time you go, at least to my local Chipotle, some sort of funny business is happening at the establishment. For example, the last time I went, some old girl got a drink thrown on her by these 4 teenage boys, and it was just a screaming match. All of a sudden, she scoops the chicken out of my bowl. I'm just locked in on the line, waiting to say, can I get pico, please? Bullshit like that. And I hear ice cascading across the floor behind me. I look back, and there's just this old, fat, 55-year-old woman drenched in Coca-Cola, and I'm like, dude, I just want my... And of course, everything halts at that point, and I have to wait even longer for my Chipotle bowl. And the fucking workers have to go around and settle the situation. This shit doesn't happen at fucking QDOBA, which is my new spot that I go to, okay? QDOBA is more expensive than Chipotle by $1 or $2. The food isn't as good, but the customer service is fucking great. And there's never a line because nobody goes there because QDOBA is not as good as Chipotle on a theoretical fucking basis. But that's where I go now. I don't go to Chipotle anymore. I just cannot handle it. I don't want when I go there to not get enough chicken, have people, it's like the fucking Wild West, it's like a Wild West saloon in Chipotle half the time when you go because the customers are just absolute scoundrels. At least in the Northeast, it's just like pandemonium in the Chipotle. And also, I didn't even mention Chipotle. They close at 11 now. In my area, they close at 11 on all days. Dude, after a shift, I'll get out of work at 9:30. I'll rock up at 10:15 to Chipotle. Granted, I know that's late. If you close at fucking 11, I'm sorry. I should be able to go there at 10:50 and still get a bowl. And I'm saying that respectfully. Because like I said, I work in a food establishment. We close at 9 on the fucking weekdays, and you'd be shocked how many people would come in at 8:55, and I still got to serve them, still got to have a smile, and still got to give them legendary service, as my manager says. So I can be pissed about it, but that's just, you got to charge that to the game. You know what I mean? You can't be closing. I can't walk into Chipotle at 10:15, and the only thing that's there is rice and chicken because you already packed everything up. You know what I mean? This isn't a fucking game. This is real life. So that is also a thing that I can't handle. QDOBA, they close at 10 p.m. I'll walk in there 9:30. I'll get my bowl. It'll be hot, steamy, fresh. Probably not fresh because the food's probably been sitting out for a while, but you get the gist. And, it's $17 for a bowl compared to Chipotle's $15 for a bowl, but that's $2 I'm willing to sacrifice for the service And for, you know, the food is slightly subpar compared to Chipotle, but it's worth it in my opinion. So that's the reason. That's my beef with Chipotle. I've had this beef. These videos go back years, maybe a year is how far back my Chipotle feud videos go. And it just hasn't ended. So I give up. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt anymore. It's over. And that's that. Look at that bike. Holy shit.
It is a Supra.
Hey. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
Oh. Smoke them.